Hey guys, it's me. I am here for part 5 of the unboxing of the Pagan Otherworlds deck. And after this, I'm going to just shuffle the hell out of them because I've been refraining from doing that because I don't want to keep them in order, and I don't know what it is. I just want to just hold off until I got them all shown and compared to my original riders with you because I love talking about them. And I just love this deck so much. I'm hoping that it sparks an interest for you to check it out yourself. I feel it's well worth the money. It's more expensive than certainly most online, but I don't know, maybe if you're catching my passion for them, yeah, it might sort of spread a little bit. So I hope that happens because I just love these. So here we go. We're talking about the coins, the Pentacle suit. Basically, what these cards are about, what this suit is about, is the results of those things that were acted upon and felt upon and thought upon. Just basically your sense of being in the world. Of course, material things, work, and so on. But let's just get straight to it. Let's just get straight to it with the Ace. Well, that's just a beautiful card. There's no hand presenting it. Obviously, this is what we've been doing, which I've been enjoying doing. I've been enjoying the comparison of that which I'm so familiar with the new imagery of that. We'll hold that nice and close, just because it's incredibly, just beautiful. It looks like the coin then sort of becomes the garden that it is settled in. And this is the only ace from what I can remember. No, that's right. The cup is being held up and presented by a lily, by a lily pad. This is not being presented by anything other than it's just being, which truly is this sense of these coins just being this state of being that you find yourself in after you've been thinking, feeling, and doing your life. This is just kind of where you find, where you find yourself to be. So I kind of like that it's not being presented by hand. It's not being offered. It's sort of just feedback of what has been going on in your vibration. That's beautiful. The garden around there. Am I missing something by showing it to you? These just beautiful roses. I wonder if they're all going to be that ornate. I wonder if all the coins are going to be that ornate. I don't know. I guess we'll find out right now. Here we go with the 2. Talking about the balance. I kind of expected them to be side by side. I kind of expected those coins to be side by side, not one on top of another. But what I do like about this, and let's compare to the original, the kind of thing that this is like the movement, that just kind of doing your life where, of course, one thing's going to be on top because you got to have one thing, and then you focus there, just like he's doing. You focus what's on the bottom, then you bring that up, and then the other thing comes down, and you sort of ride the waves of life. It looks like that's kind of the movement and motion of those. I guess they're just growths. They're just little more of the garden, the gifts of the earth that's being offered to you. Look, it still has a ship. Not so much like the rocky seas, but you can definitely see that there's white caps on there. Definitely there's things moving. That's a wonderful translation. Wonderful translation. Such a positive card, the idea that, this is keeping in balance, but it's supposed to be not really a struggle, but certainly times where you kind of want it to be a challenge so that you can grow a little bit from it. Beautiful too. And you know how nice it is that they made those plants around there to really infer the movement from the original card. Really wonderful. And it does look like they are as ornate, going to be all the way through the entire deck. What incredible amount of work on there. Incredible amount of artwork on there. Here we go. We're talking about the 3. Let's compare. And again, the beautifully stacking stones. It's kind of funny because just on Monday, I made a little video, a lifestyle vid, of how much I enjoy stacking stones in my little rock garden that's on our side yard. And so yeah, now the stacking of the stones and how masterfully the artist did, how masterfully the person who stacked these stones. Look how amazing that really is. All different sort of shapes. It's almost a bit phallic up there, wouldn't you say, the very tip of that? So interesting. A little bit of garden stuff again. A little bit of you know, just saying, hey man, this is what the earth is this is what the earth is here for, to gain mastery of it over. There's no mallets or anything. There's no church structures. Oh, but look what they did here, guys. Rather than the 3 figures, you got to look real small. There's 3 trees. I guess that's being replaced. This is the structure that is built whenever you have the communion of all these 3 different factors, right? The builder, the designer, the planner. It looks like they're replaced by those trees there. That's that 3 trio, the 3 people. And then this is that beautiful church or chapel or whatever structure that they're building being translated into these rocks. There's other rocks on there too, isn't there? Just like it looks like a solid foundation, how they have those rocks there. That's a beautiful card. That's a beautiful card. I almost expected more of like a building structure, but if you're going to use rocks in a way, I mean, to show mastery and coming together for a common cause or good, well, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. That's a great 3. It's the first set of coins that don't have growths around them, like little plants and little flowers around them. Let's see how this suit progresses. Okay, this also doesn't have it. This is a 4. And straight off the bat, I gotta tell you, I'm not getting much semblance from basically the original. You know, this is the structure foundation of everyday life and being. I gotta tell you, I'm not really getting that, I guess, treasure chest. Interesting. I'm gonna have to sit with this for a while. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to lay them down there. But the coins are sort of layered. They're layered like shingles. And that's interesting. We haven't seen that. Obviously, this was not in the 3. Well, it wasn't in the 3. So I guess that sort of makes that idea of a more solid, you know, foundation that you are there. I'm gonna have to sit with that treasure box. I really am. Unless there's another treasure box, perhaps in the majors, that I didn't catch. I have them spread out in front of me, and it looks like I'm not catching anything from there. What else? Maybe I'm losing something by holding up by the camera. There's one beautiful tree. There's something else before that. I think that's just a little rock. I don't know. There might be an animal up there. I don't know. But enough on this. Enough on this. But interesting how the coins are layered. They're stacked and overlying. All right. Okay. Whew, man. After this, I'm just going to shuffle with glee. Shuffle with glee. Here we go. Okay, I saw this in Simon's. Simon showed this in a video. It may actually have been our interview. Now, we've seen that there's other cards now with snow in it. The Hermit has snow. And there's a card in the last suit that had snow in it. I think that was the Ace, actually. I think that was the Ace of Swords that was over mountains with snow. That's pretty appropriate. I like that that's, you know, that they kept this, you know, the snow. You know, in the old deck, this is the only image with the any type of season like this. With any kind of season like this. But that tree is definitely in hibernation. Always hoping to see that card come back, because that means the spring, man. That means this season of cold and seemingly dead stuff is passing. That's a nice translation. That's a nice translation. The coins aren't growing from the tree. So there you have it right there. There you go. Life's challenges in a beautiful Otherworlds card. I kind of wonder why they kind of organized the coins like that rather than that. That would have been, I don't know. I mean, you still get it because it's snow, but this would have been a more of a direct sort of association of this. Oh, okay, definitely. You know, but that'll always catch your eye. That 5 will always catch your eye. Hell yes. Moving on to 6. Here we go. Making sure everything's fair. We got butterflies. This seems to be a fair situation. This seems to be offering. It's sort of missing the aspect of like, you know, there's someone in the position to help or give assist. Perhaps that's you, perhaps that's somebody else. Maybe I'm missing it while I'm showing you. It's just these beautiful butterflies and perhaps a dragonfly up there. A whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's only 3 characters there. That's going to take some time for me to adjust to this one, I feel. This is, I don't really see the you know, the connection. I don't really see it. Although what we can see, compared to the 4, which means having plenty, again, I guess, you know what, because they're overlying, because the coins are overlying, the pentacles are kind of crossed over a little bit, maybe that's just the symbolism of this deck of just being like, okay, there is enough. There is enough. And whether you get stuck there or not, or whether you decide to share it or not, or communicate it or not, then there is enough. Oh, that's a good reassuring sign. That tree there is so out of frame. I'll come up with something brilliant about that later. All right. This has got to be the 7. Here we go. Talk about an abundance. There's a whole bunch of them, and they're all crossed over. That'll catch your eye. That'll catch your eye. You kind of miss like the longing for more a little bit. You know, this is definitely like a victorious. It's nice and symmetrical. It's beautiful. It's raised. It's smack in the center of the card, up a little bit higher, right in the middle of the card. Okay, so they got little hay bales down there, okay? So this is definitely time of the harvest. This was me in my garden there with my rake just on Monday. Oh my God, I had such a good time out there. What else is in the background? I don't see any buildings, but it captures it. It captures it. Once I see, it's going to take a little while. I won't be counting those. I'm going to be, you know, going out there and just catching those Roman numerals until I'm really used to seeing bam, hay bales, bam, this guy's in front of his hay bale, sort of thing. All right, oh, cool. All right, whew, guys, we're coming up on the end. Here we go, 8. Movement or the lack of movement, that's just doing the daily work. Oh, okay, so now, okay, we got all these in the tree, again, crossed over. That to me, I find that satisfying whenever the coins are sort of overlying and just sort of makes more of a solid sort of thing. There's no workbench here. There's nothing handmade here. There's nothing carved in that tree stump. I kind of wish there would be, just to sort of capture what that guy's doing. Just sort of head down, kind of keep on pounding out, being in the world, keep on doing your life, keep on doing your life, keep on doing your life. I don't get that from here. You can kind of see the roots going out, but it doesn't really give the roots, it doesn't really show that the roots are digging into the ground. I kind of would have expected something else from this 8 of coins. Kind of would have. All beautiful, all ornate. They're the same ones. They're the same coin. They're not changing them, which I guess you would expect, but still, with a new deck, you never really know. All right, here we are. 9. Oh, look what they kept. They kept the little falcon up there. That's all you need to know. You just see that falcon, you know. You know, it's this 9. Every single spot is filled. It doesn't really kind of get the aspect of sort of turning your head away to get like that dedication that you're needed to get there, or what this is, you know, resembling and embling in you. Which is why I sort of shaded half her face. She's kind of turning away from just having all that fun, but this is like focused on work, which is why I feel she's turned to the falcon. There's no real turning away from anything that would infer any sort of like pleasure for pleasure's sake, but just sort of getting to work. It's a gorgeous image, and you certainly get it because of the falcon. But it has a little helmet on it, though. Has a little helmet. That cracks me up whenever the falcons have the helmets. They just, I don't know why. That's so cool. That's a beautiful card. Not much to say about these, about all these pentacle cards. Not much to say. Not much to say. It's interesting. It's sort of interesting, and I guess it would almost make sense because it's the results of what you've been sort of doing. It's how you are in the world. It just sort of is what it is. Like this 10. Oh, look, they kept the dogs. They kept the dogs. It's sort of moving. It's just sort of like the idea of sort of, you know, moving on from a stable situation, kind of what's next. Things are good, but, you know, there's something else out there. Not seeing all the blessings that are around you, kind of like the search for more. Yeah, they kept the puppies. That's how you'll know. That's how I'll know straight away. I mean, you're not going to count those. You know what I mean? You're not going to count all those coins in that order. You know that. You know, in the you know, the Tree of Life Foundation. That's the Tree of Life formation. It would have been cool with me if they sort of kept that and maybe covered the whole thing, make it like another sort of gate card. But I guess this is a gate card because those coins aren't connected to anything. They're not part of the tree like in the 9. They're not like that. So I guess this is sort of their gate. Maybe that's a new association that we're making. No, see, this is... No, see, that's connected. That's part of the tree. This is sort of just right there. Wonder if Simon will have any insights to this card. Or anybody else for that matter. Such a busy one with the original. There's so much shit going on in there. And this is just like maybe, you know, maybe you can actually kind of, you know, this is that philosophical tarot question. If it comes in reversed, you know, does that mean that you kind of already left and sort of moved on from the situation? Maybe this is viewing from outside this busy, busy scene. I'll have to sit with that. And I'll let you know after a while. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. A big rock. Always got some blades of grass in there. Always showing some blades of grass. All right, we're getting into the court. We're getting into the court. This is the study and the exploration of the nature of the suit with this page. All right, here we go. Here we got the... There we got the earth position of the earth suit. Earth position being the page of the earth suit of Pentacles. Let's, you know, this is sort of just observing and honoring and learning from, studying that coin. And this is just sort of held up with the right hand, it looks. So it's more like, it's more important. It's more, you know, holding, well, it's still holding up, which is nice. That's the big similarity that I get from this. It's not an immediate translation, this being the page. It's really not, other than the holding up. And it's more study than observation, because whenever you observe, it's almost less active than actively studying. Let's see if that coin is any different. No? It's the same damn coin. Same damn coin. Let's look at this guy's clothes. Let's look at this guy's clothes. You know, they choose really interesting clothes, and I don't see anyone in the majors that sort of mimics that sort of outfit or costume. Are those rocks? Look at those interesting rocks. They almost look like dead geese or something, but they're not. There's no rose or farm in this card either. I like it. This is the earth of earth. Talk about getting a solid foundation of getting ready to go. The page of earth, the earth of earth. I love it. I love it. Going to the night. Going to the night, the experiencer of that which is earth. That's, you guys know that. Let me take a gander here. Okay. Big, strong, black horse. A lot more active than this horse, though, isn't it? This isn't just doing work. This is more kind of almost kind of looking down, almost kind of getting your head down. Somewhat, sort of, kind of like this chariot. Somewhat, sort of, kind of like this chariot. And this chariot's right arm, it doesn't show it holding any reins. It's kind of inferred, which is how it looks like when you're a master of your worldly experience. It looks like you're really doing it, but perhaps it's just his willpower that he's crafting a life for himself. I like the big black horse. I'm glad they kept that. And looking down at that coin being held in the left hand, no, look down in the right hand, that's really interesting. And again, what that really, that's almost like a tumbleweed for an outfit. I might have to do another video just on the attire. You know what that looks like? It looks like my favorite card, Justice's attire. All right? when you put your head down, when you want to just do the work of life, isn't that really kind of what you're doing whenever you sort of embodying this center card in the major arcana? Kind of taking in all that stuff, making sense of it, making it right for you. Maybe that's what this knight is doing. Making his life right for him. See that little like nest? It looks like a nest. Looks like a nest. All right, cool. I like it. Amen. The air court position of the earth suit. All right, now let's get into the most magnificent. This is such an abundant queen. Such an abundant queen. Not that that's the abundance card, but it's just, there's just so much growth. I expected more growth in this queen. What an interesting throne she has. Looks like, I don't know what the hell animal that is with those kind of crazy horns. You know, you guys have seen that on National Geographic. Come on now. Holding a rose in the left hand, crossing over her heart, which is interesting, and then holding her coin down so low, not really observing it. I got to say, I'm not so crazy about this queen. I'm not so crazy about this rendition of this queen. It's almost as if she's disregarding what this queen is sort of like deeply appreciating. That's what queens do. They're the deeper appreciator of the suit, of the nature of the suit. Oh, this is so interesting, right? This kind of to me just means just like the natural cycles of the world, nature. Right, the water and the earth, the water position of the court with the earth suit. You can just imagine that's the most perfect complement, right? The most complementary, combination is earth and water, which is why all that growth. A little bit, I'm not feeling the queen. Not feeling you, Missy. Let's see what the king has to say about it. All right, we all love to see the king, right? Look at this material abundance just overflowing. We're going to see this right now. Again here with the holding the coin down. Why are the queen and king of this amazing suit of earth holding their pentacles down, almost disregarding them? Although the hands are huge, there's definitely a grasp on there. I wonder if it's a different size. No, they both have ginormous coins. And again, with the attire, is there someone else with those type of palm leaves? Someone else with the palm leaves? I don't really see it. Not offhand, not in the majors. Yeah, I'm going to say the court cards are not so much, as close in the mind as the other ones. Well, you know what, this is happy and sad because I had such a good time doing it, a wonderful experience talking about this incredible Pagan Otherworlds deck. I'm a little bit sad it's over, but it was a good time. But now I get to shuffle, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Just because this video is so much shorter than the rest, I want you guys to experience with me my very first shuffle of these cards. Oh man, they already feel amazing. Hopefully I won't embarrass myself. They go flying all over the place. I'm definitely going to spread them out. And we really didn't get a chance to talk much about this very first card from the majors. It's really sort of the eternity card that comes before the Fool, which is sort of like the master. This card's like the master of the illusion of that which offers the playing field from where we can play, right? I mean, this is the earth. This almost kind of belongs to the pentacle suit, to the coin, the earth suit of where we get to play. But then you get to peek beyond them. You know, this is like the Wheel of Fortune in the world card put together. Yeah. That just popped out. I wanted to just mention that. I don't know if I talked about that at all during the majors because it's so not a part of the majors. But here we go, guys. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to. Oh, it's just glorious. Oh, can you hear it? Oh, those little ridges, those little notches. This is just joyous. This is really great. Oh, I can't wait to use these tonight. Maybe I'll do a video response using these cards. Let's turn them over And let's do it again. And then I'm going to say goodbye and say thank you so much for viewing parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I had a ball doing it. I appreciate your insights whenever you share them. Really wonderful time going back and forth and getting little tidbits from you guys. It's just wonderful. And so, yeah, continue checking out my station or channel, whatever the hell it is. And if something you're doing is really, really cool, you got to let me know so I can check out your video, because I'm subscribed to so many people. I can't see a lot of people's stuff. So most certainly, if you guys are doing something really cool and you kind of want to really share it, you can definitely let me know. Check out this spread I just found out, and I just want to do it and see blah 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 blah, and we'll just continue sort of coming together like this. So I'm having a ball. Thank you so much, and wow, shortest video yet.